If your memory is getting weak, let me tell you right now that the reason is not just your age. Sometimes you go to the kitchen and forget what you came to get. Or the name of someone you know is on your tongue, but you don't remember. So many people say that you are getting old, but the reason is not just age. Today I will tell you that for 10 to 20 years, the spike of blood sugar in the brain, how does it affect the energy and memory of the brain? Write memory in the comments. Did you also start forgetting small things? Now the disease of forgetting, dementia. Its symptoms are often seen after a long time of starting the problem. In the first stage, the energy of the brain decreases. The memory is fine, but sometimes fatigue occurs. In the second stage, protein waste starts accumulating in the body, and this part of the memory, which is called the hippocampus, slowly starts shrinking. Now this part needs a lot of energy, but the memory seems normal even in the second stage. In the third stage, it comes to remembering names, learning new things, or finding the right words. This becomes difficult. Now this phase can start in the 30s and 40s, after 30, after 40. In the fourth stage, often the family members notice first. People come to me and say, "Doctor, they themselves don't have any problem," but they ask the same thing again and again. Now this stage is often diagnosed because the initial changes of the body are not caught in routine tests. Early changes can be seen in PET scans, but this is an expensive test. PET scans are used in cancer. In this, the places of the body that are using more glucose are visible. In Alzheimer's, the opposite happens. In this, the use of glucose in the brain decreases. This is why Alzheimer's is also called type 3 diabetes. That is, the problem of brain energy and insulin resistance. Now, glucose is present in the blood, but the neurons of the brain are not able to properly convert it into energy. Let's take the example of a fish tank. If the water in the tank is dirty and poisonous, then the fish will get sick. You give them the best food in the world. Try different medications for each symptom. But if the water is poisonous, then the fish will not get well. Similarly, our body also runs on different signals, like insulin, cortisol, inflammation, sleep quality, gut function. All of these affect your health. But usually one of these signals is the worst. And until you fix that basic signal, everything else is stuck there. Now ask yourself 3 questions. If you don't eat anything for 2-3 hours, do you get irritable or have a brain fog? Do you wake up at 2 or 3 in the night? Do you feel drowsy after eating bread, rice, sweets, or more carbohydrates? Tell me in the comments how many of these things are with you. Now comes the topic of vitamin B1. Due to high blood sugar and insulin, B1 loss occurs through urine. In general, this loss is 16-24 times higher when glucose is high. When B1 does not remain in the body, energy is not produced. Because B1 helps the body produce glucose in the mitochondria. Consider this as the spark plug of the engine. There is fuel in the car, but if there is no spark plug, the engine will not run. This fuel will not be used. When B1 is low, the body moves to the backup system to produce glycolysis. Glycolysis reduces energy and produces more lactic acid. This lactic acid is also found in the brain of Alzheimer's patients. Lactic acid affects the use of oxygen. This causes fatigue, weakness, and brain fog. B1 has a form of benfotiamine. Research on benfotiamine is being done on Alzheimer's and diabetic nerve damage. Benfotiamine supports the protective coating of high blood sugar byproducts in nerves. Benfotiamine has been studied in clinical trials by the National Institute of Aging. What to do? 1. Reduce refined sugar and refined carbohydrates, like sweets, sugary drinks, bakery items, flour, and white bread and rice. 2. Increase protein, vegetables, and low-processed foods. 3. Check fasting glucose and HbA1c, especially if you are obese, have a family history, or are at risk of diabetes. Intermittent fasting is very helpful. Finally, don't ignore your memory by just saying age. The sooner blood sugar and insulin resistance control, the better chance you have to protect your brain. Share this video with someone who is forgetting things again and again. Until the next video, bye.